Well, hello and welcome again to another episode of the Projects for Christ video blogs. I want to thank you once again for tuning in, giving me your time to watch my video blogs. Thank you so much. I want to thank each and every one of you for your responses, your messages, your support. It's meant so much to me. I want to thank you, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me the opportunity to do this, to carry out the work He has called me to do. So thank y'all so very much for it. A couple things before I get into my topic here. One is I want to remind you about the Projects for Christ #1 project, which was on compliments. If you didn't get a chance to watch that video blog, I encourage you to please do so. It's a project that we're doing this week that I've invited you to join along with me here, which is on compliments, and it's finding random people, your loved ones, just someone to give that little pleasant word to, that compliment to. Um, I do want to share a little testimony on that I got last night. Someone told me that they were having a very bad day yesterday. They were hurt by something and just felt really down. They watched the video blog. They went out there and they started complimenting. And not only did it lift the spirits of the ones that they complimented, but it completely changed their day around. They went from feeling real bad to just feeling great, feeling the love of God. And that was super awesome. Thank you for that testimony. That just shows the power of God when you go out and you do what God asked to do and you go out and you show people love. Not only does it lift up other people, but it can also change your day around too. So I'm going to keep that in mind for myself. Next time I'm feeling down, I'm just going to go out and start complimenting people and let that completely just fill me full of love and change my day around. So thank you so much for that testimony. Also, too, here's another thing. I had a couple things here, people here, as far as donations. I've had one person that donated already. I'm not really doing this to seek any kind of donation, but if you feel it in your heart that God is telling you, to donate, you're more than welcome to. If you feel like you want to donate $1, 50 cents, well, you're more than welcome to. That's fine. Again, I'm not seeking any kind of money or anything, but again, if you feel in your heart that God is telling you to send a little bit for the Projects for Christ, so we can really expand this, you're more than welcome to. Just email me or message me, and I'll give you the address to do that. If you do want to email me about anything as far as the address or questions or responses, again, my email is projects4christ@yahoo.com. That's projects, the number 4, CHRIST @yahoo.com. Also, for those of you who are on my Facebook, you can message me that way. Or for those of you who are watching me through the YouTube, you can message me that way. So again, those are my lines of communication. If you have any kind of comments, any kind of messages, any kind of ideas for the Projects for Christ, if you need the address, if you feel like sending $1 here and there, God's telling you to do that, that's fine also. Again, I just want to reiterate, I'm not seeking money, but if you feel in your heart that God is telling you to send something for the Projects for Christ, you're more than welcome to do that. And I do want to thank the one who did donate money. Thank you so much. Okay, the topic I want to do today is I want to ask you a question. I'm looking for your advice, the way you feel about this, how you would handle this. Okay, and here is the question: is how do you love and forgive someone who is constantly hurting you? The Bible does say, to love your brothers and sisters, to lay down your life for them, to forgive them as Jesus has forgiven us. Now, that's a lot easier said than done. Yeah, when someone has hurt you from the past, time does heal that, and it's a little easier to forgive them and love them. But, the question I have for you, for looking for some advice on this, is how do you constantly love and forgive someone who is constantly hurting you now? Whether they're hurting you directly, indirectly, whether it be a loved one, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. Maybe they're doing it on purpose, maybe they're not doing it on purpose, but, how do you love someone and constantly love someone and forgive someone who is constantly hurting you? I've had to deal with that in my life. I'm sure you have too. And just felt that's a very good question. I'm looking to you for some answers, for some advice. How would you handle that? Again, you can email me, do it on Facebook. If you want to do a private message, that's fine, or you can post it. But that is the question I'm looking for you to help me with here is How do you love someone and constantly love and forgive someone who is constantly hurting you? Looking forward to your responses on this. Just feel like it's a very good question to ask, I know, and you never know. Maybe your answer, your response, could help someone else. Because again, the way the world is today, I mean, I'm sure, we're constantly having to deal with that in some form or another. We want to love, we want to forgive. We forgive in the past, but we're having people in our lives that are constantly hurting us now. And like I said, the Bible does say love and forgive them. But how do you do that? What's some things that you do, to really strengthen you to love and forgive someone? So again, I'm looking for your responses here. Looking for your advice, your answers. Thank you once again for tuning in. Thank you so much for all your responses, the donation, the the Facebook messages, the Facebook posts, the YouTube messages. I mean, this has just been so overwhelming, and this is because of Jesus and also because of you. And thank you once again for joining the Projects for Christ. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you on the next episode.